Fernandes, what a chance, what a goal! Bruno Fernandes.
So Bruno, you've recently celebrated your 3-year anniversary with United, and obviously what a way to mark it, getting through to that Wembley final too.
Oh, obviously amazing. 3 amazing years at the club, with up and downs, as we all know, but it's going up now. That's the most important, and as you said, nothing better than celebrate that with a ticket to Wembley.
And you've played at Wembley before with United, of course, but it was behind closed doors. So, how much are you looking forward to being back there, but with 90,000 United and Newcastle fans? What do you think that's going to be like?
Oh, it will be really good. You know, I think it's an amazing chance and opportunity for all of us to experience that. At the same time, being in a final, it's a long time for us that we don't have that chance to be there. So it's now focusing the games that we have to be full prepared for the upcoming games and to arrive at that final at our best level.
And as well as reaching 3 years at United, you reached 100 goal involvements recently. Are the numbers something you keep track of as a footballer, your goals and assists?
No, obviously for me, the football is also about that numbers. I'm not worried on getting these numbers. Obviously, I want to get them. The main thing for me is always been helping the team in the way the manager wants, the team needs, and the way I can help. So if it's with numbers, it will be numbers. If it has to be with different things, it will be with different things. The main thing is like now we're being in a good way, in a good running. And the most important for me is keeping that, because it makes you feel better. It makes you having the smile on your face. But I will be lying if I say that I don't want to score any more goals or assisting, because I want, and I know if I keep doing that, if I will do that in the future, I will help the team.
You're obviously a man with great football knowledge as well, and I think the numbers, you're up there with like players like Cantona and Rooney and Van Nistelrooy in terms of goal involvements at United in your opening couple of years. So how much does that mean to you to be with players like that?
And obviously it makes you proud, makes yourself understand that statistically you're doing really well, but these are the things that I want to reach, that they have reached in this club. So I will go for that. I will go for the trophies. Obviously, as I said, I want to keep my numbers. I want to score goals. I want to do assists. I want to keep my standards and my levels at the same that players did, because that players did that and they helped the club to win trophies. So I think I'm in a good way doing that, and in a short period of time probably, and hopefully the trophies will start to come to the club, and I will start winning with the club.
Fernandes! A magic touch from Bruno Fernandes.
Are you the type of player that kind of looks back on your best moments and your best goals from the 3 years so far? Do you ever watch back any of your good moments?
Oh, obviously I watch. I watch it many times. I think it's always good to see what you have done so well in the past, and obviously not looking only at the good things, but also at the bad things to make yourself improve, to make yourself better. And I always like to see the games, the moments of the past game, to understand what I could or what I should do done better. But obviously when you see that, you also want to see, well, obviously I want to keep doing the job to make myself improving, so I have to look at the bad moments too. But obviously, as I said, also even my small kid now, sometimes he's watching myself in YouTube. He wants to see his daddy scoring goals, and even more times he's talking about that. So I have to improve my game. I have to improve my numbers, because he wants to see it more.
If you had to show him one goal or one moment, what would it be? What would your kind of standout goal or moment be from your 3 years so far?
Standard moment, probably the hat-trick against Leeds was a pretty good moment, opening the open of the Premier League for us in that season. Amazing atmosphere at the stadium. First time back with a full stadium. Was amazing, the atmosphere there. I think that was a pretty good moment for me. And obviously I have some goals that I would like to show him. Probably I like the one against Newcastle at home. outside of the box. I think that was a pretty good goal. But I've many others that I like. I could show him the many penalties I scored too, that I think is a good one. But obviously, I think I have many good goals. But I will show him any goal because I don't think he still understands what is a good goal or a bad goal. So it will only enjoy to see me celebrating because he loves to go around the walls when he's playing with me, faking that he's scoring a goal and going on his knees and slide and doing the celebration that I used to do. And I'm really happy to see that because when you are a father, sometimes this is something that makes yourself pushing a little bit more because you have your kids at home that they enjoy seeing you playing well and winning games, and they praise for sure to me to win games because they know they can go out of house when I win, because when I lose I'm not in quite that mood, so they have to stay at the house.
Obviously, your little lad's been born since you've been here, but looking back on your arrival 3 years ago, do you feel you've changed as a player or a person at all?
Obviously, you always change. You always learn. I came to a different country, different language, different culture. So you're always trying to make yourself into the culture of the country. So I think I've settled really well. We really like to be here. Also, obviously, a part of the cold. I think my family they settle really well. My daughter at school is being amazing. She speaks English, so she's feeling really comfortable. She's feeling like she's in Portugal. That's the main thing for me. My smaller one is now starting to going with some words in English too. So it's feeling good. As soon they are okay. They feel themselves comfortable, I will be okay because I'm playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. I'm in a place that mostly of the players would love to be. So for me, it's always everything good. The complementation of that is being my family being okay and being in a position where they like to be here, and that's the case. So it's been pretty good for us.
And those first year or 18 months or so at United was obviously COVID, wasn't it? So fans back, is it still special to hear them singing your name at Old Trafford?
And it's an amazing feeling. It's something that makes you goosebumps, and it's something that you didn't expect. Obviously, as I said this many times, I came to the club 2 days after I was playing a game, and I had the music, so it felt like this is the place where I should be, and it is. Obviously, I feel like home. I feel the fans really appreciate myself the same way I appreciate them. So I think it's an amazing feeling that is really difficult to explain what you feel when you see a whole stadium singing your name or singing your song. It's something that is difficult to describe.